Welcome to today's tutorial. I'm Ellen Newton. Today I'm going to teach you 3 slightly different techniques for decoupaging shells. You can see this one I've painted on the gold, but the rest are natural. First off, we give it a coat of paint with our chalk paint in pure white. Now this is to give the glue extra stickability, and it just gives a lovely backdrop and makes the colours really pop on the napkins that we're going to be using. Always remember to split the plies till you have one left on your napkin. So just pull them apart and then you're ready to go. I played around looking for where I wanted to place the napkin and then cut roughly around it so there was enough overlap on the shell. Then I started dipping a fine paintbrush into water, outlining the design that I wanted to use, and then using a tear technique, put my fingers on the design and gently tore around it. So I just went around the whole thing and kept checking for placement to see which ones I had to tear out next, until I got it to how I liked the look of it. But I ended up tearing out a few more flowers and just adding them onto the sides. And it's just such a lovely design, this one. It's called Apple Blossom, which is one of many that we have on our website at newtonspaints.co.nz. This is truly just such a lovely, relaxing process to go through. I'm very happy with it. Right, so I think that's about right. So the next step is to give it a varnish with our Newton's varnish. Now this product is fabulous. It doubles up not only as a varnish for the chalk paint and all sorts of crafting projects, it doubles up as a glue. So you can either use this or you can use Mod Podge or any other glues. But of course I'm going to always be using our products. Place their design on the shell very gently, and then using a rolled up ball of Glad wrap, press it on very gently. I stood back and looked at the design but felt it needed something else, but more floral in it. So I went through the same process, tracing around the edge, tearing it out and gluing it on. So I put another little flower on the top right hand side as well. I think this looks so pretty, so I'm ready to move on to the next shell now, and that is going to be using a different method. The second shell, I'm just going to apply the whole napkin onto the shell itself. So there's no fiddly cutting out or tearing, and you do get just as fabulous results. Remove the back ply and then start figuring out your position. When you've done that, cut around, roughly around the area to apply, making sure you've got an overhang. Put it into position, and then once again use the varnish / glue to glue it on. Once you've applied the varnish, you just gently, once again, push the design onto it very gently, and then using Glad wrap, make sure it's pushed down. Then put it aside and we're on to the next project. I had a bit of indecision on this one because I was going to cut round the actual designs, show you the cutting as opposed to tearing techniques. Individual florals would have been perfect for cutting out, but I had a change of heart and decided to use part of a napkin that I'd previously used. It's the beautiful Napkin Blue Hydrangea Porcelain. So there was a bit of faffing around trying to decide where exactly I was going to place it, but that was fun, like really getting creative with what you can do with this tiny little raggedy piece of napkin. Once I decided what I was going to do, I set about cutting it out because that was the purpose of this tutorial on this shell. I did find though, when I got further down the track, you'll see that I actually ended up having to use the tear technique again, so I didn't have the hard lines. So this is the bit where I started to use the tear technique, because I was just trying to fit in and make the most out of the bits that I had there. So I use a mixture of tearing and cutting for this one. Once the glue is dry, you take a sanding block and you gently, away from the shell, sand off the edges. You can also use just normal fine sandpaper, and it gives you just as great results as the sanding blocks. Once the shells were all tidied up, I sealed them with our beautiful product, which is called Triple Thick, which is a high gloss varnish. I just simply brushed it on. You can see the beautiful shine that it gives, and it really gives a lovely finish to your projects. You could also seal it with our varnish, which is a satin sheen. It's just not quite as shiny. For these particular projects, I wanted the shine and gloss. After you have actually varnished it, then I tinge around the edge of it with gold metallic paints. We've got several golds in stock at the moment, beautiful golds, and they really make a difference. I like to use these detail brushes. They give a super fine line and make it very easy to paint on the edges. We actually do sell these online. So just paint around the shell very delicately. You can make the line as thick or as skinny as you like. On the apple blossom shell, I painted around a pearlescent white shimmering metallic paint, and that looked lovely as well. So you can choose any colour you like to use to tinge around the shells. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. That's the end results. It was such fun for me. I'd love to hear your comments, and if you enjoyed it, please like this video and also make sure you subscribe to our channel. I think these will just make the most gorgeous gifts for your friends and family. They can be used as like earring holders or trinket holders, or just for beautiful decoration. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I thank you so much for watching.